And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by one of the brightest young stars in the NFL, a fourth-year pro out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
And it certainly hasn't taken Herbert long to earn his status as one of the league's best and most entertaining passers. Locked and loaded at every snap. And the second he sees an opening, that ball is soaring downfield. You better be on your toes against him on defense. The second you turn your head, he'll burn you.
Now the NFL's leading rusher a season ago, Josh Jacobs.
Now he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. So they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Herbert. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Drew Sample, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Raiders' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that ball's incomplete.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
This defense for the Steelers, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis.
Herbert has him knocked free. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. And a defensive-minded coach loves to turn up the heat, turns it up there, it pays off.
And back in the good old days, those defensive-minded coaches just talked about intimidating teams, using force, right, beating them to the punch. In this case, they're talking about creating turnovers. That's all they preach, all game long, all practice long, every meeting. Get the football. That's what they want.
Following the fumble recovery, Lawrence. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
From the shotgun, Lawrence.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harris.
And Najee going to have a Steelers 1st down as he'll get this down to the 32.
Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
2nd and 10. And they'll run for the 1st time with Najee Harris.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get him into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks so to speak. They need to make up some ground, and they did.
Well, a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. The Raider defense strong on that one in coverage, and now it's fourth. Boswell's kick is good, and the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. A lot of energy in this building tonight, but the opening drive produces 3, maybe quiets them just a bit, at least momentarily.
Just a little, right? That's all you're asking for, right? Things just getting started. You know they haven't taken the momentum totally here, but at the same time, they like what they've done here in the early going.
Stevenson elects not to return it. It's a touchback. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. They fumbled the last time they had the football. Fortunate that it only led to a field goal. 3-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert, and quickly into the hands of Robinson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. A quick check on the numbers for Keenan Allen from last week. 5 catches, 65 yards.
And they think they have a matchup advantage in this one. They're going to try and find some space for him to work and make sure he touches the football.
On second down, Jacobs. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Herbert now. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. He was looking for the Pro Bowl wideout Keenan Allen there. And now it's second down. Herbert off of play action. Rolling to his left. Past the 20. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
I am willing to bet that he got a monster grin on his face when he saw what was happening. Man coverage are so committed to denying a big throw that it pulled attention away from him, and he had an easy lane to hit, and hit it he did.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Isaiah Likely with an amazing diving catch. And the Raiders are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Lawrence. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And they're able to get this one across the 35. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. And his throw here's incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, but it's going to be second down. You look at this Raiders defense. They've been pretty much a mess against the pass, number 31 in the league.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. Now Lawrence. On the left side, but I think the ball's out. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
Can almost see inside his face mask there, the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone came around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And a short gain here, down to the 22. A look at the numbers for Harris in last week's game. 21 carries, 89 yards.
So, partner, you know, 2 games worth, he's leading the league in rushing, so he's now trending. Is that what they talk about nowadays? You talk about trending? That's what he's doing. He'd like to continue it here in this game.
On second down, here's Lawrence. And his throw's going to be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
On third down, Lawrence. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Steelers are once again back in front. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is now 10-7. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays. And it was Najee Harris who finished it off with a touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Stevenson elects not to return it. It's a touchback. Las Vegas' offense back out there ready to go. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Inside the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Josh Jacobs with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. Touchdown. Here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And their last time out, look and repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Now a first down carry for Harris.
He'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 19 yards that time for number 19. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 32-yard line.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Targeting the out route, and he completes this to Metcalf.
Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
From the 23, here's 2nd down at a yard. Lawrence will throw.
Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett.
It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Harris running straight ahead. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down.
Shoves him aside. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Najee Harris with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Steelers have yet again retaken the lead. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Boswell for the extra point. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. So that drives 7 plays in length.
And it was Najee Harris who finished it off with a touchdown run. Stevenson elects not to return it. It's a touchback. Here comes the offense again, and let's focus on Josh Jacobs for a moment.
Now, he's having himself a little bit of a banner game. His team right now, though, losing.
Needs a little bit of help, and I kind of equate it to a basketball game where you have the big score, and sometimes your strategy is, okay, he can go ahead and have all of his points. Let's hold down everyone else, and that's the way you win the game. And right now, he needs everyone else to start scoring, quote-unquote, as he's been.
Yeah, he's hoping to keep it close so maybe they can keep it on the ground, not start to go through the air as much.
Now, how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
This is caught inside the 15.
It's a big play there for Vegas. 43 yards.
Well, he worked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively. Just too hard to keep him under wraps. It delivers a big play here for this offense.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw pulled in by Robinson here.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
That catch, by the way, number 542 in his NFL career, that draws him level with Lance Allworth, who was a Hall of Famer with the Chargers back in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, the man they called Bambi. So if you're in that type of territory, catch the same number of passes he caught, you know you're on your way to a big-time career. And just think, he's not through yet.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Herbert on third down now. Touchdown! Isaiah Likely. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. This taken in right around the goal line. Here comes the Pittsburgh Steelers and running back Najee Harris. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen and put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. Now Lawrence to throw. He'll find Smith-Schuster again. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They go play action now. Lawrence. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
They hand this off to Harris. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's Lawrence. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 11 more yards there. This methodical drive continues. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Throw left side complete. That's Washington. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Darnell Washington with his first career NFL touchdown as they have taken the lead. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch. Boswell good with the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. Stevenson elects not to return it. It's a touchback. Wide receiver Keenan Allen bringing out the rest of this offense. He's been good so far to this point in the second quarter. Need to get him even more involved, maybe?
I would agree with that. Definitely. Yeah, it's not even a question for me. The way he's playing, he's doing a nice job. Increase things. More touches, more opportunities. Maybe that can reverse things on the scoreboard for them.
They'll try to ratchet things up then maybe here in the second quarter. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
Go.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. His throw incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Go.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it, and the Steelers will take over possession here up at the 44. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
Now a throw here to his running back. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now Lawrence to throw on second down. Setting up the screen, Harris. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. A nice little gain. Here now, 3rd and a yard. Looking to throw. Lawrence. He's got his target. That's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. Now they go screen. It's complete. Shifts by him. And down inside the 15 he goes. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Now that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Steelers will extend their lead here just before halftime. And this drive, Charles, very well timed as they score with very little time remaining in this first half.
And I'm reminded that they get the second half kickoff as well, so they can break this one wide open before the other guys have a chance to possess the football.
Extra point now by Boswell. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was Najee Harris who finished it off with a touchdown run. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Let's go.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. A final shot before the break for Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath, As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. Next, let's get over to Baltimore to check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And they fall in that one to the visiting Indianapolis Colts. Bijan Robinson, well over 100 yards on the ground with a pair of touchdown runs.
And lastly, on Monday Night Football, another doubleheader. Philly and Tampa at 7:15, followed by the Super Bowl rematch from a couple of years ago. The Rams and Bengals from Cincinnati. We got a fine first half out of the former Alabama man, Najee Harris. He was running with a purpose as he found the end zone 3 times in that first half. And that opposing defense had better come up with a scheme for slowing him down.
With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. So here are the Steelers to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Lawrence. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Here we go.
Evades the tackler, and now some space. And this is going to be a Steelers first down as he gets this up past the 30 to the 32.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. And this defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
11. Here we go.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 88 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
2 things to watch. First, his strength and being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. And we spotlight Keenan Allen as he gets set to go back to work. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? It usually opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
25 yards that time.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And this is going to be a Raiders first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. So they go pass, now they go run, and 2 plays resulting in really nice pickups.
Certainly sounds like a 50-50 deal, doesn't it? Sounds like great balance. Well, you know what all those coaches have told us over the years, Brandon, that balance is? It means doing what you want to when you want to. That play call is working very well for them right now.
Let's go.
On first down, it's Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Herbert operating from the red zone. And he'll go right back to Allen. That's complete. And the Raiders are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's 2nd down.
Good work there, holding him out on 1st down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
2nd and goal from the 1. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Nick Bawden, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Raiders go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. McLaughlin for the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. Najee Harris and the rest of this offense work their way back onto the field. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now Lawrence. This one into the hands of Metcalf. 63 yards receiving for him now, and that last catch good enough for a 1st down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Here we go.
A quick pass out to Juju. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep
gain the first here. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Well, they gave themselves options there on the third down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
On the give, this is Harris. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 105 yards for him on the ground now, and 3 touchdowns to go along with it.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. It's brought in by Harris. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. On the ground, it's Harris, and he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Lisa 24.
They'll run. Here's Harris. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. Now here's another carry for Harris. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. It was DJ Jones who was there for the tackle. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Lawrence's throw caught here by Metcalf. So the completion good for 7 there. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. Here's Lawrence to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Harris, a loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
And as this drive began, the offense had to be thinking touchdown, knowing the situation. Even after that loss, touchdown still on their minds. This is a one-possession game. A field goal doesn't do them a whole lot of good.
That swung out wide to Harris. Touchdown! Najee Harris from 6 yards away. And the Steelers are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead.
Yeah, that's a nice play design right there. He's going to fake the give, then roll out. And he lets his back leak out toward the pylon. And how about the throw? Right where he needed it to be for him to catch it in stride, he's able to take it into the end zone.
Boswell for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. And what a drive that was. 16 plays all told.
And it was finished off by a Najee Harris touchdown. Stevenson elects not to return it. It's a touchback. Now the Vegas offense heading back out there. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. On 1st and 10, Herbert over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now it's Herbert. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Pete Werner.
And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Pretty solid run here on 1st down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And Najee going to have a Steelers 1st down as he'll get this down to the 36.
Going to run the toss here to Harris. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
And now they'll throw it with Lawrence targeting the out route, and he completes this to Metcalf.
And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Stevenson elects not to return it. It's a touchback. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. On 1st down, Justin Herbert. He's got Thomas yet again complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
Keenan Allen, 39 yards.
And the Raiders have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Following
touchdown. Here's McLaughlin to kick off. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. Najee Harris and the Steeler offense set to go to work once again.
He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. They'll flip this quickly out to Beasley. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They run with Harris. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. And they'll run it here. This one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Set for 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Harris. Muscles him off. And he is going to have a Steeler 1st down. All smiles on that sideline. That should be the one to do it.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.
Let's go.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for the Steelers,
EA Sports. And the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Cardinals and the Steelers, next on Madden Football.
At the confluence of the three rivers, the Ohio, the Allegheny, and the Monongahela, we are here at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Today, December is upon us. We're into the home stretch, folks, and we got a good one for you here, as it'll be the Arizona Cardinals taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Here in the Steel City, I'm Brandon Gaudin, joined by my partner, Charles Davis. And, Charles, it doesn't matter what year it is, who the players are that are wearing the black and gold. It is never an easy assignment to come in and win here in Pittsburgh on this field.
And this team always takes on the identity of this city. They're going to be tough physically, but they're also going to be tough mentally. Just 3 head coaches in 54 years. They've established their program. They know who they are. Good luck coming in and trying to take one from the Steelers.
And for the visiting Cardinals, this is a team in flux a little bit. J.J. Watt retired. There's a new coaching staff in place. They've got some work to do to turn around what was a 4-13 campaign in 2022.
I remember this franchise won 11 games in 2021, but everything's new now. Head coach, the way they're going to run things on offense, style of play on defense, but sometimes that change can be really good.
The kicker, Chris Boswell, has it ready to go, and we are underway from Pittsburgh. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Cardinals offense set to take over for the first time, and they are piloted by their 5th-year quarterback, 2-time Pro Bowler as well, Kyler Murray.
Drafted with the idea that he'd be one of the most dangerous quarterbacks in the NFL when he put it all together. We've been seeing that progress throughout his career. This guy's legs, we knew they were phenomenal. Arm, top-notch. But now we're seeing his mind come into the game. Reed's defense is better and better each and every week, and is showing patience as a passer as well. Not as eager to exit the pocket, finding guys downfield for bigger plays.
A man who played both collegiately and professionally on this field. A welcome back for James Conner. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
2nd down, Murray sets to throw. Finding his target, it's Trey McBride. That'll give him 8 that time. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. For this defense, CD, going up against Kyler Murray here, what's the secret to keeping him in check?
Having better athletes than him, which is really unrealistic. So I go way back in football. They used to have a coverage called the umbrella coverage with 4 defenders back deep. Now you want to try and move that umbrella up front with Kyler Murray. Kind of surround him and keep him hemmed into the pocket. Because if he breaks out, he's going to hurt your defense in a big way with his legs.
It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chains, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game. Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now Murray off play action. On the move to his left. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. An injury stoppage here, and a lot of worried faces on that offense and on that sideline as Kyler Murray is in some discomfort. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
On 1st and 10 is counter. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Second and 4 at the Steelers' 20-yard line.
From the 20, here's a 2nd down and 4. Tune. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defender's minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
Now Tune. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Connor up the middle. And he'll find his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here's Tune to throw it.
He's got Wilson, middle of the field. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down.
Throwing Tune.
And that is caught by Brown for a Cardinal touchdown.
It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Cardinals will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Those are the drives that prove a lot. You got a rookie quarterback, Charles. You're on the road, takes him down, throws the touchdown pass.
And in a game like this, with, as you described, a rookie quarterback, the team usually says, okay, we got to take care of this guy. We got to protect him. But when he goes out and plays like this on the first drive on the road, he doesn't have to say, I'm here to be your leader. They just need to follow him.
Extra point good by Prater. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Steelers nothing.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
Taking it about the 1.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. He will score. Touchdown, Steelers. Well, there you go. They gave up a score to start the game, and as quick as they could get it back, they did on the return.
And people talk about this all the time, whether you're coaching it, whether you're trying to work on it, whether you're just trying to put in the minds of your players. Attack back as fast as you can after giving up a score. No quicker way than on a kick return.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. And what a job there by all 11 on the kick return. The blocking excellent, the return excellent. The result, 6 points. So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. Greg Dortch returning. And he returns this to the 22. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game.
And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
They begin on the ground here with Connor. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's Larry Ogunjobi powering through to end that play before it could get started.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
Connor going to get it again on second down. They're going to drop him behind the line yet again, and things going from bad to worse. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now third and long. That is caught. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Kind of a dangerous throw there. He's off balance when he gets rid of it. But this is all about a quarterback knowing what he can get away with. And that time, it turns into a completion and a healthy gain as well.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They run behind center with Connor. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Ball on the 39. Here's a 2nd and 7. Here's Toon. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that will bring up second down. Now a handoff coming left, Connor. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Toon going to throw it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I like the call on 3rd and 2. They were geared up to stop the run. I like the fact they just hit him quick. A little slant route. All about timing there, partner.
Yeah, the timing, everything well executed. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Here's a handoff to Connor. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And Toon to throw it now. Over the middle, complete. It's Moore.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 23. 11 more yards there. This methodical drive continues.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports, and the spotlight is on Najee Harris. He was unstoppable a week ago with 4 touchdowns. It's the Steelers and the Texans, and
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25.
So out come the Texans for their opening drive.
Bringing them out is the #1 overall pick this year, Heisman Trophy winner at Alabama, Bryce Young.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
This defense for the Steelers, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Cameron Hayward getting upfield to make the stop.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Young to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Patterson. Only able to gain a couple there, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Young on 3rd down.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Trey Flowers picks it.
And the Steelers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
A confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time.
They'll be led out by a man who took that huge jump everyone had hoped for in year 2. One of the game's brightest young stars, and that's Trevor Lawrence.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Now Lawrence to throw on 2nd down. A quick target here, complete to Metcalf.
The numbers for him from a week ago. 8 catches, 79 yards.
And I'd certainly expect them to use him quite a bit because he runs excellent routes, has good hands, and knows how to get open.
On 1st down, Lawrence. That completes it again to Metcalf.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming
search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On the draw, it's Harris. And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
Going with their tight end on 4th. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. Harris running straight ahead. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Najee Harris with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it was Najee Harris who finished it off with a touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. No return here for Patterson, so they'll begin things at the 25-yard line. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. His first catch, good for 16 and a first. Young. Out route looking for McLaurin. He's got him. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down. You look at this Steeler defense. They played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? This now a 3rd and 4. Again, it's Young. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now Young. And he completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
Check white. Black swap. Blue check.
1st and 10, Young. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back. Cam Hayward, always a force, got back there for the sack. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15.
Green, check, pink.
Barkley, inside handoff. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. To throw, Young. And it's caught. And the Texans are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football as they go to work on a first and goal.
Here we go, set.
Barkley is going backwards here. Now they come in and drop him all the way back at the 4-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Ready,
From
ready.
back at the 4, here's second and goal. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
And that flag accepted.
Automatic first down. Let's go.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal. Now a toss right to Barkley. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Well, I know a defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited about what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on second and third down here.
Now from the 7, here's second and goal.
Shot, 17. Hut.
Here is Young. And he's got it. Touchdown, Texans. Terry McLaurin, his second touchdown on the season. And the Texans are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Matt Gay on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it's finished off by a Terry McLaurin touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. Here comes the Pittsburgh Steelers and running back Najee Harris. First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach or offensive coordinator actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. And I think we'll see plenty of that as the season moves on.
And I'm sure he said challenge accepted.
On second down, here's Lawrence.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw.
Setting up the screen, Harris.
And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short at first. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a fourth down.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now,
as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
There's Terry McLaurin, such an exciting pass catcher as this offense comes out for their next drive.
Previous series, definitely a focal point. 3 catches, the touchdown grab. As a DB, or former DB, is there a number of catches on a drive you're like, oh, he got the best of us?
I'm not sure there's a number, but there's a great feel. And what he did on the last drive, yeah.
Especially with a touchdown.
Yes.
You're never happy.
You're exactly right. The way he capped it off, so you feel that in the sideline, and now you're looking at your buddies and saying, okay, what are we going to do to take things away from him? Because I'm not sure the other guys can make those sort of plays, so let's make sure that we don't let him get going again.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. They'll try the right side here. Barkley.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
38. Watch out now. 50 Fury. Ready.
Now Young. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Check right. Black swap. Blue check.
It's Young off play action. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted.
Jalen Thompson picks it. And the Steelers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out when they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Escaping the pressure right. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And taken right on the 30. A good return there, 17 yards.
And the Texans will take over.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw, Young. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
Yeah, great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw caught here by Metcalf. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Lawrence will throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. Now Lawrence. He'll go right back to Beasley. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. This duo locked in. 14 yards there and a first down. But to throw again is Lawrence. Throw left side going to be taken in by Harris. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Now Lawrence. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Again, it's Lawrence. And in for the Steelers, touchdown. DK Metcalf, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Extra point now by Boswell. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's DK Metcalf who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And Patterson not going to return this. It'll come out to the 25. The Texans with the football here late in this first half. A slim deficit here in a 1-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Young to throw it. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Trey Flowers picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And Hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. And he finds Beasley, complete. And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well, inside the 25. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
A second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The strong windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Lawrence going to throw again. That is incomplete. Blanketed coverage by Houston. Makes it 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And the former Rice Al Boswell puts this one through in his return to Houston. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as we say goodbye to September and take a look around the NFL here on this first day of October. We'll start things out with an AFC North matchup. Baltimore heading over to take on Cleveland. And it's the Ravens out in front as that game moves towards halftime. Jordan Love with a couple of touchdown tosses. We'll stay in the AFC South as we head one state over to check on the Indianapolis Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And you can see currently they trail in that ball game. KJ Osborne, a touchdown reception. Finally, let's get to the country music capital of the world and see what's happening with the Titans at home in Nashville. And that one all tied.
We got a fine first half out of the former Alabama man, Najee Harris. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead. This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, and we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side can play mistake-free football the rest of the way.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. So here are the Steelers to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak and right now looking good in this one as well. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
In motion left goes a tight end. Again, it's Harris on second down. And Najee going to have a Steelers first down as he'll get this up past the 35-yard line.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7, forthcoming. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. Here's Lawrence. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, it's too early to figure out what kind of adjustments this defense made at halftime, but that's a good start to the second half. They cannot afford to give up more points and fall further behind, so well done to force the punting situation here.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away.
And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Second down, here's Barkley again.
And that gets him a little room as he'll take this up over the 10-yard line.
41 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Young.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. Fights through and now a crease down the left sideline. He's on his way.
And down to the 19-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 70 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Touchdown! Brandon Cooks from 19 yards away. And the Texans have got it back to within a score. Here's Gay now to add the extra point.
And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game.
So that drive, 4 plays. And it results in the Texans finding the end zone.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite powering through the tackle. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up second down.
Lawrence.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
There's Sam Hubbard that time in there to bring him to the ground. Now Lawrence on third and long. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to...
And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. Cameron Hayward picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Here's A.J. Cole now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Here's Austin. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go play action now. Lawrence. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Devin White defeating the offensive line and getting to the quarterback. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Flushed out right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A good pickup there, a 22.
Let's go.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Washington. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Darnell Washington from 17 yards out. And the Steelers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Boswell for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25. The Texans back out there and ready to go. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. Young to throw it. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Ready?
On 2nd down, Young again. Now a short one to Gesicki. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. So both teams trade touchdowns in the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Now Austin. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. He'll find Metcalf. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And that ball is caught by Washington. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Steelers are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead. Well, CD, you know, anytime they get close to the red zone, he is such a threat. And there he is again, already his 2nd touchdown of the ball game.
And I know it's probably a little bit of a failing on my part, but you know I watch a game through defensive eyes, and I don't understand what the coverage was doing there. When he headed out deep, they should have adjusted and flowed towards him. Instead, they left him out there and gave him a chance to make a big play. And, of course, he did exactly that. His size, speed, and versatility makes him a top target in any game.
No return here for Patterson, so they'll begin things at the 25-yard line.
And here comes the Texans now.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Meanwhile, Young's throw here taken in by Gesicki.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down.
Black swap, blue check, Smith red.
Throwing, Young. And his throw is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Young to throw again on 2nd and 10. That's complete to Cooks.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Ready. 43 rail. Set. Hunt.
Here is Young. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
Opposite. Green. Striker. 3-3. Set. Hunt.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And fights through one man.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Ready?
Young on 3rd and 2. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 12-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another 1st.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Up the middle with Barkley. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Ready.
Cooks will come in motion right.
They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass.
The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down, a nice, consistent gain.
Ready.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Down.
To throw on second down is Young. This is caught. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Young with it, 3rd and goal. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Okay, so the penalty on the outside for illegal touching, and they'll have to come back and try it again. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal.
Let's go.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They throw for it on 4th and goal at the 1. And the Steeler defense will celebrate the goal line stand. They'll start the drive with Harris. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. So nothing doing there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Now Lawrence. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They hand this off to Harris. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. And they will take a knee here. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And we talk so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love.